I can only imagine how bad it would suck if you were to lose every single one of your fragrances in your collection. And it would be one of the only times where you'd actually be lucky to own only 1 or 2 fragrances. But then again, would I ever want to own only 1 or... Today, we're going to be talking about the first Middle Eastern fragrances that I would run to if I were to lose my entire collection. Let's go. What's going on, guys? My name's Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Join the family if you're not already in it. If I were to lose all of my fragrances, and God forbid anybody loses any of their these are all our children, okay? I've invested over 150, in my fragrances, bro. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But if I were to lose them all, God forbid, and I have to run to the first 10 Middle Eastern fragrances or clones, these are the first 10. Well, actually, some of these are not clones, but these are the first 10 clones that I would run to. Starting things off with something that's super masculine and everybody knows is Sauvage Elixir clone. This is called Riffs Privé Blue. You might not know about this one, but if you've been watching my channel, then you probably do. It's my favorite one of the longest lasting ones, and it kind of smells like an even spicier version of Sauvage Elixir. Regardless of the facts, it still lasts, it projects, and it gets really close. I wouldn't say it's anything less than like 85 to 90% close. What's the difference, you ask? It's just a little bit more barbershop-y, a bit more spiced. That's it. I love it, and I personally like this one a little bit more than Sauvage Elixir, but I like the Middle Eastern vibes. So for me, I'm definitely replacing it in my collection. Long-lasting, fresh, barbershop-y, and masculine? I think so. Next one, let's say I want to go fresh. Sauvage, for a very good reason, is the most successful or the highest purchase fragrance ever. Not even for men, just ever, you guys. And so this being the Elixir, I would want the regular version. It's compliment getting, it worked for so many years, it's nostalgic to me, but it's been reformulated, and the best Middle Eastern version that'll keep it alive is Zenith Blue. I would wear this almost every single day, and anything in between. I'd probably keep this in my car, to be honest, because if I'm going to the gym or if I forgot a fragrance, this is the best one to do it with. Wow. Nowadays, in 2025, I could at least speak for them. The ambroxan and the ambergris quality is miles above what it used to be back in the day. And even for other brands, whether or not they spend it to get it, the other brands, I can't tell you that. But I do know that the quality for this one is definitely one of the highest. It's got the same citruses, the peppers, the ambergris, slightly synthetic, but good in every single way. Performance for that one is also a good 7 to 8 hours. You're going to get above average performance. For me, and for the most general consensus, it's going to be average is up 4 to 5 hours. Anything below that, don't let them try and convince you that it's worth it. Honestly, a 2-hour performance fragrance. I remember watching some influencers who used to be like, it's the fragrance, 2 hours, but you love it. Simple as that. Minimum 5 hours, 4 hours. Okay, fine. 4 hours. This one, 6 to 7. Next one, I don't have the bottle, the actual bottle, because I gave it or gifted it to my friend, Vulcan Fouet. The reason is because it's just so niche. For the price, it's just so niche. It was between this and Liquid Brun, but honestly, I love the effervescence of Vulcan Fouet, the clone of God of Fire. If you don't know what that smells like, it basically smells not like this. It smells like fizzy mango soda with a dry down of some like creamy vanilla. Mango soda with mango lassi as it dries down. You heard it here first, man. You know what? Get your own descriptors, guys. Like I go and I watch, I drop a video, I watch, and then everybody's like, mango soda, mango soda. Get your own. Anyways, this one smells more like a raspberry lemonade that's spiked with vodka, but Vulcan Fouet is definitely better. Just holding it for reference, but Vulcan Fouet would easily be one of those. There's no way in hell I'm not going to have an Aventus Dna. But in all honesty, I'm not going to buy Aventus ever again unless they come out with like, I'm probably not. Club de Nuit Extrait de Parfum. Masculinity in a bottle. Fresh pineapple with birchy woods. You definitely need this in your collection. These are like the essentials, you guys. The reason I would go for this is not necessarily because it's essential, the Vulcan Fouet. I would go for it because of its unique nature, because it's like, it just smells so different. And when people smell you, they'll be like, what the hell is that? This, signature worthy, and that's why. Next one. I love this fragrance, but it may not be for everybody. This is authentic smelling oud that smells like it should be $600. Reason I say this is because it reminds me of Myriad, but much better. Myriad smells like a poopy oud, and this one has an animalic oud, but not as poopy. And as it dries down, it has ambers, spices, and vanilla. It's called Farid by Rasasi. Hidden gem that nobody talks about, that maybe nobody knows how to talk about. Because your boy, the Middle Eastern Fragrance King, loves oud, knows how to... I swim... You can't bleed oud. I bleed... No, I don't want to bleed the fungus of oud. If you've ever burned oud, you know the oils that bubble? I bleed that. Man, that would be some infected ass. No, God forbid. Anyways, I love oud, okay? Simple as that. I'm working on some really interesting content for you guys as well, including oud. It's going to be a blast. And this one has what smells like to me a pretty authentic Indian oud. An Indian oud can be segmented into a multitude of different types and scents, depending on its aging, depending on its region, depending on a multitude of different factors, whether it's synthesized or naturally grown, etc. You get the idea. So this one does have like this barnyardy effect, not nearly as, I wouldn't call it poopy, but barnyardy, sure, it's almost there. Whereas Myriad is straight up poopy with chocolate undertones, as if that first, the natural chocolate wasn't enough. You don't get it unless you like oud. And it doesn't smell like poop. It's an aphrodisiac. There's actual scientific effects to something that smells like that. And for virgin noses, you just don't get it, bro. But if you're a part of that crew, this is incredible. It has this barnyardy oud that's very ambery, rich, and dark. And then as it develops, after hour 1, it's an experience. Hour 2, an experience. And each hour, it reveals this new, like, accord. Ambers. And then I personally get, like, this rich style of mandarin or something that starts to creep up. And then some spice and vanilla. And it almost smells like I layered maybe some Myriad style or authentic, forget Myriad, authentic style of oud, which would look more like this, and I layered it on top of something like Spice Bomb or, this Angel Sherry. Although you are not going to smell Angel Sherry or Spice Bomb in this at all, especially off the atomizer, in the air, I just remember thinking, who the hell wearing Spice Bomb or Angel Share? And it was me the whole time. Like, it was oud enveloped in this super massive feeling gourmand style of fragrance. It's next level, but it's not blind buy safe. You have been warned. But I would absolutely make this one of the first that I would get back. Another one is Magnetic. This is my fragrance. I love it. It's a classic modernized barbershop scent with white florals that makes it smell like it came straight off the press from the dry cleaners. Fresh laundry, the absolute best way. To me personally, it crushes fragrances like Myself, even Reflection, while being in that territory, giving you niche level quality for affordable prices. We're not spending a ton of millions on marketing, and that's how one of the ways we can keep the prices down and the concentrations up. This is a 32, if not 34, 32% concentration, okay? It'll last the entire day. And it's a magnet for compliments, hence the name. When I was testing this one in its sample phases in vials like this, it was one of the most compliment-worthy, it and Frostbite. But Frostbite's still in the works. Next one, I love this scent, man. It's a pineapple fragrance that smells nothing like Aventus. It's pineapple and white waxy floral. It smells unisex, maybe even some people would say leaning femme, but it kind of reminds me of like pineapple baccarat vibes. It's Al-Mukhtalif by Nusuk. Also, longevity is surprisingly impressive. 6 hours minimum, up to 8 hours. This stuff is posh. That's how I'd call it. I'd call it chic, right? It smells delicate, it smells very sophisticated, and also a fragrance that I would personally keep for like special occasions. Next one, you can wear all year round. It's soapy, it's fresh and clean. If you like this realm of fragrances, this one goes more into the soap. It also adds tea and smells a lot like Imagination, slightly more soapy. It's called Marwa by Arabiat Prestige, the people's favorite, and honestly, currently on the market from People's Choice, the best Imagination clone today. Aside from the facts, Arabiat Prestige does drop a shit ton of bangers, including this one right here. This is called Qissat al-Najah. Similar scenario as I would say Farid in terms of like not safe, but this is safer. This one goes into like a bakhur territory. There's what smells like to me as a citrus lemon tart nature, which kind of reminds me of like a lemon and ambergris, a salty kick with a backbone of a lot of resins and pines, which smells like olibanum and maybe incense, bakhur vibes, and then also a base of this oud, so inky style of oud. It actually is a combination of Elixir, which has those olibanum and all those resins and the pine and the ranch, along with Oud Marcuja, which has that smoky, incensey passion fruit and oud. Except this also smells to me like it has that addition of lemon and ambergris. Arabiat is one of the fragrance brands that, typically speaking, adds their own twists and touches, as many other niche brands and designer brands do, and place crazy ass price tags. This one for 50 to 60 bucks, I'm telling you right now, smells like some of my most expensive Oudi Bakhuri fragrances, like Ibrahim Al-Qurashi's Qurashi blend, even Boudicca Blue Sapphire. I know it's a different combination, but the way that it smells put together, Smells like that. Salty, lemon, tar, oudi, bakhuri, and piney. Smells really good. Last but not least, this one goes back to the beginning days of starting my channel. And back in those days, I was obsessed with Stronger With You, DNA, and I still am to this very day. I'm eternally grateful to you guys because I never would have imagined that going from talking about it to actually, showing up to their events. I've spent numerous hours and days and so much money in debt, really believing in this passion and going into it head first. And you guys showed your appreciation by simply subscribing for free. If you haven't already, hit it now. And this is the fragrance that is a clone of it. It's like, damn, Neeb, you ain't even great. I am grateful to them as well. This isn't exactly the same, but it's really damn good. And for that reason, I would grab Titan by Khadlej. This is the first inspo to come out for Stronger With You Parfum, and even Stronger With You Original and all those. Not many brands have been able to do it. There's only a couple of them. Stronger With You Intensely, Zena's Hypnotic Amber, and now the Parfum This. This isn't one-to-one, but it's respectably close. Stronger With You Parfum takes the original DNA and makes it a lot more rich in the roasted nature, and even adds like this smoke accord that makes it seem more roasted. It's a 12+ hour fragrance. It lasts. It's super dense. This one gets a density by about 80%. Although it's 80%, it still lasts 8 to 10 hours right out of the box without maturation. This is a really good fragrance. Although it's not as smoky, for some people it might actually do it a favor. It doesn't have what smells like an ink accord that one does. Smokier, nutty, sexy. I love this stuff. And since I got it, I've been rocking it maybe every other day. And it is one that has gotten me compliments in the first week. So I would absolutely run and grab it right away. God forbid anybody loses any fragrance or any child in their collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Neeb. If you gained any value from this video, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, and by the way, I'm working on moving, so this whole setup is just gonna be like completely changed. It's been a journey, you guys. It's been a journey, and I'm loving every bit of it. I'm so blessed and honored and eternally grateful. I'm still the same dude that was looking for change in the couch. Still the same dude that was working at the hospital. I mean, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything. I've worked through COVID. I've worked through highs and lows. And it's just the only difference that's changed or ever will change is my gratitude to God first, and then you guys and everybody else in my life that's, served as a supplement, and even people that are not in my life today, because they served their purpose, whatever purpose it was, whether it be learning, positive or negative, and that's the outlook on life that I would love to promote and do promote. So even in your losses, guys, there's always something you can take out of it, and hopefully this video. I'll see you in the next one.